Is it rolling, Bob? Here we are, my woodlot in north central Massachusetts. Mixed hardwoods and conifers. A lot of American beech, red oak, red maple, eastern hemlock, white pine, 4 birch species. Like so much of southern New England, this area was entirely denuded of forest for agriculture back in the time not long after the Europeans arrived. There's a stone wall over there. Clearly nobody came out and built a wall in the middle of the woods. This was a farm field or a pasture at one time. Well over 100 years ago, I'm sure, maybe more. And the farmers would pile their stones on the edges of the field to get them out of the way of their plows if they were plowing, or just to delineate the edges of their fields. All done by hand, maybe some oxen. It's amazing what you can do when you don't have your time gobbled up by internet and TV. Down there you can see some paper birch, those white trees in the distance. Lovely little tree. Have a few of those here, not a whole lot. But this area was heavily logged, I guess, around 1980. And the pioneer species, the birch, and, well, all 4 birch species came in certain areas that were probably heavily scarified and denuded of trees. They need mineral soil and sunlight to germinate and grow. I've owned this property for about 10 years now. It's a mess now, but it was even worse before. I've done a fair amount of clearing, trying to favor some of the better looking trees. Clearing up pathways, trails. Can't really call them trails because they're not very long. There's about 7 acres total here. This is one of the main trails up through the center of the property. That's heading west. And I've marked them with green paint because when I first came here, you could barely find them at some times because there was so much beech and other things growing in the understory that were making it hard to see where I was. That's an area down there where I've done some especially heavy clearing of deformed trees and sick beech trees and things like that. Try to leave some of the better looking stems. Nice red oak right there. That's primarily what I would hope to have here. Of course, this property is really too small at 7 acres to have much hope of a commercial operation at any time. And I might not, I probably won't live that long anyway. But for now, I just like to see the big trees. Here's another nice oak right there. Nice specimen. Down there with the white band on it, and that's one of my trees that I monitor for diameter growth. Nothing scientific, but I have, I don't know, 20 or 30 trees that I've been measuring over the years just to get a sense of their diameter growth rate. Try to get a feeling for the health of the forest here. Not real fast growing, but they are growing mostly. About 1/10 of an inch in diameter a year. Doesn't seem to make a difference if it's a big tree or a small tree. They all tend to grow about 1/10 of an inch every year. That's probably my favorite tree on the place. It's very tall, quite straight, quite clear. Someday I imagine somebody will cut it down and get some logs out of it. I just hope lightning or a heavy windstorm doesn't take it down first. I'll I'll be visiting here again in the future, and I'll share more of it with you.